The best way to keep up with everything happening around here at ABA 101 is to join our monthly newsletter. Just for joining, we give you $230 worth of free gifts from our sponsors once you confirm your email address. You can unsubscribe at any time, but why would you? Just go to our website, www.aba101.club, scroll to the bottom of the page, and subscribe.
You're listening to ABA One-on-One Podcast.
Come explore the No Strings Attached e-News online magazine. Our global array of authors inspire, delight, and educate with practical and entertaining articles. And with Focus On, we help producers of film, web series, and other video content attract a wider audience. Plus, your project can stream on Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, and more with our media partners E360 TV and NETV. No Strings Attached e-News, focusing on human interest. Advertising available, nsaen.com.
Hey guys, it's time for a new episode of ABA One-on-One.
Open up, yeah. Open up now. Open up. Open up, yeah. Open up. Open up now. I give a damn doc, give him a roll. Give a damn doc a bone. I give a damn doc, give him a roll. Give a damn doc a bone.
Hey guys, welcome back to another ABA 101. This is a special one for me. Got one of my homeboys from my hometown, Daryl Choo Kennedy on the show today. Brian is back with us, woohoo! And we got Rick here again, our encyclopedia. Guys, let's talk basketball. Choo, welcome to the show, bro.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Man, it's awesome to have you here.
Welcome indeed.
Awesome. Hey, look, I'm gonna let Rick kick it off, but we want to know everything from like how you got your name. I saw something really cool on that. How you got Choo to stick. We also you and me had a chat. You got bumped down to number 5 now on the OU's all-time scorers list, and we want to talk a little bit about that and talk a little bit about Wayman Tisdale back in the day. And I think you told me about a month ago you may have a book coming out soon too. So, bro, the floor is yours. Take it away.
All right, Joe, good to have you, man. I'm really glad to talk to you. I wasn't real familiar with you until CJ said we're going to have you on. So I did my due diligence and went around a little investigating on you and found out several things. And if you want to go on and turn yourself in, I think that'd probably be easier than me. I'm just joking, Choo. I'm just joking. Hey, so in this day and age, I'm going to be joking about stuff like that. I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry.
Good.
Oh, Rick.
You're a good guy. I'm really glad we got you on the show. Like I said, we got a lot of commonalities. Is that the right word? Commonalities. We know a lot of the same people, and like I said, it's great. I wanted to ask you a couple things. First of all, a guy that's near and dear to my heart, one Billy Tubbs. Did he recruit you, or did you play all 4 years for him?
Yeah, I played all 4 for Coach T. He
So
got me.
You got some stories, right? You got some stories.
Well, it's always about the world famous ones, that we already know about. When he always tell the people, when he grabbed the microphone, he always said, no matter how bad the refs are, don't throw nothing on the floor.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, good one, Choo. Good one.
Oh my God.
He always used to. Then I always remember the one where one time we were having practice, man, and we were throwing the ball some half court or something, and somebody threw one and it hit him in the head. Oh my God! You talking about we ended up having to run 3 or 4 suicides before the shoot around was over. He made us run 4 or 5 suicides.
Oh my
I said, oh God, we ain't gonna have enough energy to play the game tonight.
Oh wow!
Wow!
Wow.
He was hot. I had
Wow.
never seen him that mad.
Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen him a few times out in different venues recruiting when he went to TCU, and he definitely he passed away, right?
Yeah, he just passed about a month ago, maybe.
All right, so I'm not gonna say any stories that I wanted to tell, but I got to know him pretty well. One little quick story, then I'm gonna let you. This is your show, so I don't want to take any of your thunder. My first year at Bethune-Cookman, we were 1-28. We were the worst team in America. No, so obviously, when you're the worst team in America, the phone's ringing off the hook the following spring, wanting to schedule you. So TCU called the assistant coach and the young guy, and he says, "Look, Coach Tubbs, he says he knows you and he wants to see about if we can work out a date for a game." Now, Coach Tubbs, I'm sure you know, you had the reputation when he got you down.
Oh yeah,
he hammered you. And he was up hollering, shoot to three, and he's up 40 with 3 minutes to go, and he's wanting to shoot threes. He wants to pound you.
Yeah.
So obviously, us being a small, historically black college in Daytona Beach, Florida, we like that money. That money they gonna pay us, but they didn't like to get beat 50 or 60 points either. So we played Oklahoma when Kelvin Sampson was there, because Kelvin ran a half-court offense, and he didn't pound you. He get you down 20 and just leave it at 20. But so I called him back and I said, "Tell Coach Tubbs we'll play. I want $1,000 for every point he beats me. So if he beats us 40 or 50, then I want $50,000." And I got a call back from the assistant coach the next day. And he said, "Coach, in all due respect, Coach Tubbs told me to tell you to go straight to you know where."
HE double two sticks.
And so I said, "Okay, well, that just answered my question. You have a nice day, young man." But anyway, go ahead, Choo. Talk to me a little bit about when you were at OU. When you left OU, you got drafted by the Celtics. Is that right?
Yeah, I got drafted, man. The Celtics, they had just won the championship, so they really didn't make no room for nobody that year. They kept Reggie Lewis. That was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Did all the camp stuff all the way to the end, and then they, I always feel mad about that, because I'm thinking I made the squad. I didn't know nothing about being waived. I had never been waived a day in my life, and then all of a sudden they called me in here at about 9 o'clock that morning. We had shooting around 10 o'clock that morning. We was getting ready to go on the road for the first game of the season. We'd had about 3 or 4 exhibition games. I just played every game, started every game. But, Larry Bird wasn't playing. Nobody wasn't playing but us, the rookies.
Wow.
Well, anyway, they waited till about time to go. I'm thinking I'm averaging a triple-double. I'm like, I'm averaging about a triple-double. I'm averaging 10 rebounds, 10 points, probably about 8 assists. I almost was about 10 assists a game. But, just how it is. I got cut first time in my life. I walked in there. They said, Coach Jones needs to see you real quick. And I'm thinking, oh man, what went on? I'm thinking we finna hit the road. We was going to scrimmage Milwaukee or somebody up on the East Coast. And I'd been up there already a couple of weeks, and then he says, "And make sure you clean out your hotel room and pack all your stuff, because we're gonna hit the road and all that." And they fooled everybody. Everybody didn't know they was getting cut.
Oh.
They told us. Everybody coming down the steps thinking they made the squad, getting ready to hit the road. Please. Oh, and I remember it was somebody else that was there, Brad Lohaus. I think they kept him too, because he was a 7-footer, and it was out of him or me, and they kept Brad Lohaus, and they put him on injury reserve, I think, all that year. I don't think he played one game, but at least he got to sign and make the team. So that was just my crazy ordeal with dealing with KC Jones and playing and averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds a game and getting cut. I had never in my life. I didn't know what to do. I was lost.
Man, KC.
Well, you know what though, Choo? That just proves it's a business.
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah,
That was my first time ever having to really deal with it.
And it's not all about talent.
Yeah, it was a true business. I realized that as I got older,
But it's hard to
Back
tell a
then.
kid. It's hard to tell a 20-year-old kid that though.
Yeah. Oh, I had never been cut a day in my life. Really?
Oh man.
So I didn't know how to act.
Oh.
Then when he told you, "Oh man, we forgot your uniform." Oh man.
Oh man. Hey Brian, jump in here, brother. It's good to have you back on board, my man.
It was a business like that in many respects. I mean, not to take away from what you're talking about, but I remember years ago I was playing in the CBA, and we know how stable the CBA was, but we went on the road, and I was playing with Topeka, and we went on the road up into Albany, New York, and we were playing against George Carl at that time, and Vincent Askew and those boys.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys remember Ricky Grace. Remember Ricky, who I think Ricky was a point guard at Oklahoma.
Play with Ricky.
Ricky was with us, playing with us, and we went, we played the game, and after the game, the coaches actually gave Ricky, now we're on the road, and they told Ricky, we no longer need your services. And they had a plane ticket waiting for him to fly back to Oklahoma. But Ricky was like, wait a minute, my stuff is still in Topeka. And they said, no, don't worry about that. We've already packed your stuff up. We've already gone into your room, packed your stuff up, and sent it to Oklahoma. Yeah, true story.
That's some dirty stuff.
So,
that's some dirty stuff.
That's but when that happened, that actually opened my eyes to how much of a business it was. And so I can relate to what you're saying, man.
Wow.
Go ahead.
I remember one time when I played in Oklahoma City for the Cavs for Henry Bibby, and he cut me on the road my second year.
Oh my God! Now,
yes.
and here you are in the top 5 all scorers at Oklahoma for all time. That's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, Bibby was what I call, I ain't gonna say he was a hater, but in my mind, he was a hater. It was like in his world, he did not want to see, I guess because I was already a city boy. I was from Oklahoma. I was from Oklahoma City. So he tried to make it as tough as he could on me when he was the coach of Oklahoma City. Wow. He was, and then he recruited me. The crazy part is he recruited me to play when he was at the Tulsa Fast Breakers. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to play with him at Tulsa, but then the team got moved to Oklahoma City. And then I ended up coming back to the city. He called me across overseas. I think I was in Europe and France somewhere. Oh, Choo, we need you. And then as soon as I get back, he didn't play me, didn't do nothing. I sat on the bench the whole year. He always waited to put me in. We'd be down 20, 30 points. He'd want to put me in then. But he wouldn't play me, just play me. I'd just be sitting back and just like, okay, I guess this is the life.
Wow.
It's crazy dealing with a lot of different coaches.
Oklahoma City stole the team from Seattle, so we won't go there with that one. After they got Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Rick, that's another show.
That's right. Don't make me call Russell Westbrook.
Hey, Choo.
I'll do it. I'll call Russell Westbrook in a second.
Yeah, Choo, you got to tell us, what was it like playing with Wayman Tisdale, brother?
Oh man, God bless his soul.
Yeah, brother.
He's one of the probably one of the biggest wide bodies I'd ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was considered a wide body, but this dude, man, you could never get around him. But I always played with him. People don't understand. We pretty much was running the whole AAU circuit when I was in high school. Me and Wayman and Joe Atkinson from Oklahoma State and Mark Price. Yeah, and Mark Price was on that squad with us. I'm telling you, we was winning across the nation. We were beating the Patrick Ewans and the Dallas Comedies and the who else? Dwayne Washington, Pearl Washington. Who else we beat? We used to beat the Gauchos. We used to beat. We used to beat. I'm trying to think of the team from out of California. We beat in the championship. They was like one of the top teams around the world, and we was hearing all this noise about how they was supposed to be this and that. And we went and beat them in New York, and we went and beat them in Florida, and we beat them in Vegas. Wayman was the man, man. I'm telling you, I threw him at least 3 lobs a game.
Wow.
And he would go get it. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to look at him. I'd already know. He'd have to point that finger, and he'd jump out the gym like a monkey. I'm telling you, he had the monkey arms, man. He could jump, man. People don't know. He could touch the top of the backboard when he was coming out of college, man. He could jump, man.
Really?
I always be thinking, that's why his knee was dead. You know what I'm saying? When he had the cancer in his knee. Jumped too high. He's jumping too high, man. For as big as he was, to weigh 260 pounds, 70 pounds, and jumping that high, man, that kid could jump.
Man.
And then he was always funny. And we played music. He always played his music. He always playing the keyboards and always cracking jokes. He was just a typical, what you want to say, happy-go-lucky preacher's son to me.
Didn't he play some gospel music, Joe?
Oh yeah, yeah. He got a gospel album out too.
That was his thing, gospel music and stuff, religious music, right?
That and jazz. And he did jazz. He did jazz too.
He did jazz, yeah.
Yeah.
He had 4 or 5 jazz albums.
Yeah, I got him.
You're right. I remember that there was a thing on TV about him doing that.
Oh yeah, he did a gospel album. He did about 4 or 5 jazz albums, and then the last album he was working on was more like a Parliament P-Funk style.
Yeah.
That's the one, and that's the last one that he kind of done, and he really never really finished it. But he got a few tracks off of it they released and stuff still, kind of. But
wow.
He just wasn't just gonna miss that dude, man. He was just so I just feel like they took him kind of early in his life, man. He wasn't up to like 50 when it happened, so
Yeah. Crazy.
Where does Mookie Blaylock fall into that?
Oh man, Mookie, he had that accident. He was on some he was taking some medication, he got some anxiety and stuff, and he on some pills, and he was taking some pills, and he took too many of them and ended up driving and accidentally killing a lady, and and he ended up hurting himself real bad that I think he's in like a rest home now. So he messed himself up pretty good from that. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
he was a really good guy. He played in the NBA for a while.
Oh yeah, he did 10 years in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Then did 3 in Atlanta or 4 in Atlanta.
But you guys, I tell you, you guys had a team, man. You guys had a whip when y'all was playing. So I mean, all those players on that team, I think that team nearly went to the NBA, didn't they?
Yeah, we had quite a few that did.
Because I know
right after me, that in '87, of course, about the '88 year was pretty much my team, except Dave Seeger played with me too. People don't realize that whole team was my squad. Only person that wasn't really on there was Mookie,
wow.
and I recruited Mookie when he was a true freshman to come to Oklahoma. He signed then, but he didn't make it. He ended up, having to go to JUCO because he didn't have an ACT test or something. You know how stuff is. But I know he ended up coming back to OU a couple of years later. And he always used to say he only came because I recruited him.
Well, Kelvin brought a bunch of those guys back.
Yeah.
To OU when he was there. That was his big thing about bringing guys back and restoring the history and the whatnot of the school and the basketball program. But he brought Mookie Blaylock, and he brought Wayman, of course, before Wayman passed, and several guys back to Oklahoma, for a game, and recognized them and what their contributions were.
Okay. Yeah. He did he did a few things I like. He did a lot of things I don't like. So Calvin didn't really like me.
Every coach is gonna be like that, though.
Calvin didn't really like me, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Because he used to get mad at me. I remember this one time they were playing somebody, and I'm coming from Billy Tubb. We down, we pressing. We gonna press. We down 20. Calvin would not press. He down 20 this whole game. And then when he finally started pressing, with about 10 minutes to go in the game, he finally started pressing, cut it back to 2 or 3 or something. And then he was mad at me because I kept telling him to press in the second half. I kept saying, man, press. He was mad, sent security after me, told him to not never let me sit behind the bench again, all that.
Wow.
Calvin kind of got that arrogance about himself now. You know that, don't you?
But it's deserved, though. He can do it.
He can. He does. He can be a little bit arrogant, but Calvin, it's deserved. Like you're saying, Rick, that man, he's been through some stuff.
Well,
but he knows his stuff, though.
I will say this: Houston is number 9 in the nation. So
I mean, you can't hate on his fact that he's going to get his defensive presence out of any team he coaches. Because he's not going to let you play if you can't.
Yes, indeed.
You can be but then he wants to win. He wants to win on his defense instead of his offense, though. I'm just saying that's how he pretty much coaches. He doesn't want to win by if he got an offensive man that's dominant. He wants to win by saying he can stop your best offensive man because he does not want to let you beat him. scoring on him. He wants to make the score 20-20. It's going to be 20-21 at the end. It ain't going to be 121 like we played, 121 to 90. That's how it is. He had a different style of play.
Well, I could tell you, he really did.
Wow.
I mean, from firsthand experience, like because I had played for him early on at Montana Tech when he just took over as his first head coaching job. And I can tell you, man, that first month, it was all defense. And
Did you even touch a basketball?
If you could not play, the footwork, the defense, the closing out. The offense was easy. It was the defense that was the problem.
Yeah,
the heart to hustle. It's easy. That's what it was. And you said something very true. If you could not play defense, Calvin wasn't putting you on the court.
Oh no, I'd probably never played.
That's true. Because
I'd never played with Calvin. I'd have been thinking, hey, just give me the ball, but y'all can't stop me. You know. I always remember. Oh man, I can think of a lot of stories. I remember I was working a summer camp one time. I was working a camp down there, and you know Calvin, he wanted to be a showboat, right? So we went to lunch or whatever. We was in the Houston Hub, the big gym or whatever. He had a large crowd, and you know I come walking back up in there after lunch. You know, I ain't thinking about what time it is. I don't really care for real. You know, it ain't nothing but a little old camp to me. But in his mind, it is. You need to be on time. You ain't taking this serious. We don't care. I was like, man, you ready to cut me from this little camp? You know, I was cool. Peace out. I don't care about this. You ain't paying me enough money, man.
Wow.
But in his mind, he wants the full ball. And then he tried to make me run some sprints and stuff. Really? And I'm 35 years old. I'm like, man, you crazy, Samson. And that was another falling out I had with him. In a summer camp. I told him, I said, man, I ain't fit to run no sprints, man. You crazy. God.
Wow.
That lets you know how crazy he was to me.
Wow.
But he's cool people. I mean, I still love him to death,
goodness.
you know? Yeah. But we clashed. Oh, we always clashed. Yeah. Oh, we clashed because I was not like none of his players. I wasn't like the style of player he made. Yeah, I wasn't one of his style of players that would, where if he barked, you better listen. I'd have been like, so what?
Wow.
So that was a Billy Tubbs thing with us. Billy taught us to be mean first, I guess. You know, he didn't make us be like whatever he said was perfect and we couldn't dispute it. He just wanted us to respect him to be able, and then he wanted us to be where he would respect us to be able to say, well, what do we think about it? He wasn't one of those coaches that would say, well, I don't want you to say nothing. I'm gonna ask you what you think we need to do sometime. He used to always ask us that. That's what I always appreciate about Coach Tubbs.
Wow.
Okay. That's interesting. Because he just on that point, you know, it's because I don't know how he coached when he was at Oklahoma, but we had and that was one of the things that I did respect about Calvin is the fact that he allowed your input. You know, he would sit there, he would talk to us because we had one kid, Kevin Johnson, called him CJ, another dude named CJ. His name was spelled Kevin with a C. Saginaw, Michigan. And this guy, he was one of our senior leaders. And I can honestly tell you, man, the communication, the openness with the group, with the teams that we had. And, you know, I played for him for a couple of years and we won 2 championships. And with that, but it had to be a thing where everybody was open and honest and on the same page. And I like I said, he gave us a lot of leeway in terms of how we communicated what we thought, what our ideas were as far as the team was concerned. But at the same time, he was a hard task master.
But that's the way he is.
Well, no, he
when you make a decision to go,
he listened.
That's what he.
Go ahead, Rick.
No, I'm just saying though. But he lets it make sure you understand what's expected of. And
he made sure that
if you're not willing to do that, then maybe you shouldn't go there. Maybe you should go to Texas,
somewhere else.
Because he's upfront about it. And
I'll tell you, it was a hard taskmaster.
Yes.
Woo,
Oh, God.
God, he was a hard taskmaster. Man, some of those times, you know, some of them days was like, oh my God, you know, if you didn't get it, and it's not just you, it could be people on your team that didn't get it. If you didn't get it, woo, you hit that baseline, and it's like, man, you start looking at them other dudes like, y'all
What's
better
wrong with
wake
y'all?
up in here.
What's wrong with y'all, man?
You
We gonna
trying
keep
to
right
run for
till you
2
break.
hours, y'all wake up.
Got a game at 10 o'clock the next morning, and he's gonna have you at 12 o'clock at night.
Man. Hey, well, I gotta say this is interesting because we're hearing about my man from 3 different point of views. You know, Rick being a buddy, and you know, have had him play for him, and then you two played for him on different levels. That's pretty amazing.
That's wild.
So yeah, it's
Had a lot.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
Now,
you know?
Choo, did you play for him? You
No, I didn't play for him. I didn't
Yeah.
play for him.
That's right.
Oh, this
you
was
did, yeah.
camp. This
The
was camp
thing.
you're talking about.
That was a camp.
Yeah, that was
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's my bad.
This
That's
was
my
a
bad.
camp, and he was hard on me like I was a player. I'm trying to tell you. I told him, I said, man, I don't play for you.
And he probably said you ain't gonna get paid either.
That's how he's like, and he was trying to dock me for being late.
Oh
I
my
was like, we
God.
gonna dock you $50 for being late. I
Oh my
wanted to
God.
tell him, man, I just came back from somewhere. It wasn't like I needed the money. I was just coming down there to work a camp to be around the players, you know,
Oh
to
wow.
fit in.
Wow.
It's
Hey,
to show love sometimes.
Hey, Choo, we got about 6 minutes up
6
here, bro.
degrees of
But
separation.
we got about 6 minutes left, Choo. But like, bro, you told me a couple months ago you might be having a book coming out. What's that gonna be about? Is it happening still, or?
Oh man, yeah. You know, I got this little app on my phone where it's a text to, you know, a talk to text type of app. So, you know, I've been putting down stories like this, the ones I just told you. I'm just putting them down, and I'm gonna try to send them to an editor, and I'm gonna try to do about 10 or 15, 20 chapters and stuff, and then just go through it and try to edit it and see what we can come up with and see if I can make a story.
Oh, okay, that'd be interesting.
Okay.
That's cool.
And then the rest of the time, you know, I'm
Now,
just doing the foundation
just-
work.
So you still coaching and stuff, or?
Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask.
As I say, I still do my little foundation work when I can, you know, since this COVID situation, you know, they've been strict on the gyms and all that stuff. So I haven't really did nothing in almost a year, man. But I still trying to kind of train my grandson and his little kids. He plays at Southwestern University out there in Bethany. And, you know, he's a freshman. So I'm just trying to help him, you know, get his skills together. He's a second generation Kennedy. He ain't a first generation, so he's a second generation. So it's gonna take a little longer from him to get it. He doesn't have the offensive tenacity the way I did. He's all about defense. Now he would have made it with Samson.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I love it.
Can't throw it in the ocean.
Okay.
I love it.
Play defense. And then, you know, like I said, I do my little AAU stuff, you know, my foundation, New Oak Sports Foundation. And then, you know, and like I say, trying to get some positive stuff going. We're trying to finish working on some of this book, I guess. I ain't, you know, that somebody said, man, you the last one left since Wayman gone. Ain't nobody Stacey don't want to come back to Oklahoma.
Wow. Hey, well, I've been keeping in touch with you for a few years here now, and you know, it's good. You know, you still there, and every time there's a big game on, and you know, the kids are around. You know, I always because I watch Oklahoma news as well, so I always see, you know, you in there. So it's good to see you giving back, and you know, trying to keep the dream alive. You know, so that's a cool thing.
That's all I can try to do is be positive for the little people. You know, for the people in Oklahoma. You know, we have a few players that have came through the Oklahoma ranks, you know.
Yeah. It's slowly getting
just a few. And I always be thinking about Blake. Shoot, I thought I was gonna be an OU coaching when they brought in Capel, but they didn't bring me in on that. And I was helping bring Blake in the whole time.
Wow,
that's another story. So there you go.
Yep, it's crazy. But well, look, bro, we're gonna have to wrap this up. We do want to thank you for giving us some of your time, man. And you know, it's been really crazy. We love the stories, and I love hearing you know, everyone's perspective. And what's been really cool though is you know, when we talk to people that, you know, that Rick or Brian kind of have had something to do with on a, different level or, or through a different coach or whatever. That's pretty cool, man. I like the way things all tie back. If you're in the game, you're in the game, and that's what I like. That's what I like. So we want to thank you, man. I'll let the boys say something, but thank you for being on ABA 101. And bro, we do it again.
Appreciate it.
Never let the truth stand in the way of a good story.
Never. Never.
Now you heard that. Remember that when you're doing your book. Now, never let the truth stand in the way of a good story. That should be cool.
I'm always keep you on edge. I'm gonna keep you on edge, but some stuff is made to stay underground.
Agreed. All right, my brother. Well, we thank you, man. And you all take care. And Brian, welcome back, man. It's good hearing your voice on there, brother. I have to say that, we miss your intriguing questions.
Oh, it's good to be back, man.
Let me know anytime, man. Anytime, CJ. Anytime.
All right, man. I got your number. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Appreciate having you, man.
You got the 405.
Yeah, we got the 405. Buddy. That's it, man.
Right.
That's it. All right.
I know every area code in America.
See, that's why we keep you on the show. You're the encyclopedia
of useless information.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good one. All right, you guys take care, man. All right, thanks. All right.
Take care, guys.
All right, bye.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Brian.
Peace.
Sassy B Worldwide Productions. With over 25 years of entertainment experience, we have done it all. Celebrity appearances, red carpet events, image consultation, and branding design. Our clients range from American football stars to Hollywood celebrities and everyone in between. Want to make a splash in the entertainment industry? Then it's time to get sassy. SassyBWorldwide.com.
Hi guys, CJ here. We currently have a few positions available for relationship managers. If you would like the opportunity to work in sports marketing, this could be it. The ABA is the largest pro league in the world and partnered with the AAU, representing over 700,000 athletes around the world. Building business relationships and helping bring new audiences to every business we're working with is the goal. We're not limited to one state or region. Businesses partnering with sports is always a win-win for the community. Sound interesting? Then drop us an email and get more information at jobs@aba101.club, and we'll get back to you right away.
The American Basketball Association is the largest pro league in the world. Some great opportunities for team ownership are available, and the cost may surprise you. If you've ever thought about team ownership in a pro league, give us the opportunity to help make it a reality. Reach out to us for more info. For USA teams at www.abaliveaction.com. In Australia, go to www.abaleagueaustralia.com.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Remember, you can keep up with every episode by subscribing via our website. Follow us on social media and tell your friends about us. Next week, new guests, more basketball tips, more basketball stories about the game we all love. Till then, be safe and keep your eyes on the ball.
Give it them, give him a roll, give it them.